see if audio is being picked up. Sound check, sound check. I can't tell. I think I heard myself. Okay, there we go. Audio is being picked up. All right. So, I did some searching through the fire temple off screen, and I found the 2 chests that we were missing. I tried a couple of places that I was suspecting for the bygul. I tried the bubble puzzle area to see if there was like a direction other than the intended path where I could shoot myself to using the bubble to reach some sort of other inaccessible location, and that didn't work. And I tried playing around with some of the sand crystals that were there, seeing if maybe they spawned a hidden sand structure, and that didn't work either. So I ultimately ended up looking at an online map, and now I know the locations of all the things we are missing. So, what we are going to do, a little bit different from what I described last time, I think. So, we're actually going to go ahead and do the exploration first. I'm going to leave the Valkyrie Feather in the Fire Temple alone until I do Melian's side quest. And also, we don't really need the bird anymore. So, something that happened a lot in the Fire Temple while I was using the bird is, it would give me false positives, but it would also just stop giving me those false positives once I reached the chests that were giving me the false positives. Well, sometimes. And ironically, one of the chests I found, the bird was actually working against me. I just felt suspicious about a certain location, even though I had thought that the last time I was in that location, the bird was just messing with me, and just decided to play around there and found a chest anyway. So yeah, I found one of them in spite of the bird. And yeah, for the bygul in the sunken lab, let's go get that first. You won't believe this. Let's see, is there... Yeah, I think that's the closest save to it, isn't it? I think I'll just go to the first one, actually. I don't even need the bird equipped. Let me swap it out for the alchemical seal so that I don't forget for later. Oh, wait, right here. Switch out the pitch's whistle for the alchemical seal plus. There we go. Oh yeah, look at that. It even looks faster. Okay, so the bygul that we are missing was actually in... Wait a minute. It was in one of these bubble puzzles. Oh, hold on. I might be misremembering which one exactly. It was one of the ones we revisited last time. I remember that much. I forget if it was this one or this one. Well, we'll try both. Oh. Right. it might have been this one. Hold on, I think they take damage when they get frozen. I noticed something like that earlier when I was... Well, earlier isn't the right word. When I was looking through the footage, I think I saw something where whenever I successfully froze an enemy, they would sometimes take a big chunk of damage just from unfreezing. Oh, another thing I found in the Fire Temple was a corpse that I missed, so we'll be picking that up too. Okay, so... yeah, it took 9 damage there. And that's another 9, yeah. Breaking out of the freeze bubble. Freeze bubble. Breaking out of the frozen state. My mind is going too many directions at once. Breaking out of the frozen state will do some damage. There we go. There's our last bygul. Oh, great. So yeah, what you need to do here is just bubble your way up like that. I don't think that upper bubble actually showed before. Hold on. Yeah, I think this bubble right above me doesn't actually appear normally. I'll have to look at the footage again. If it was always here, then you wouldn't need it, because the one that spawns here should be able to shoot you all the way up there to begin with. If this was always here the whole time, then I guess I missed a very vital clue. But there you go, there's our last bygul of the sunken lab. Now then, where's my nearest save? Oh, yeah, I just have to exit as a slime. Fast travel over to the Fire Temple. And our first one is actually right at the beginning. It wasn't too hard to spot. Let's save our current progress. Yeah, here we go. I can't believe I missed this one. I'll have to look back through the footage. Did I see this and comment on it? Was it previously unreachable or something like that? I don't even know. I feel like I should have been able to get that one without bird assistance. Okay, and then over there where those bubbles are, so I guess I will work to that save point. Or maybe the one above it. No, I'll work to this one. Wait, wrong direction. There we go, and... oh, look at that. It's the very next one. And I think I have to go around it the long way because of the wind currents. Let me check. No, I think it's right here. Oh, right, I have to reverse the wind current. That's what it was. Wait, how do I reverse the wind current? Hold on, where's my... it's above me. I don't remember it being this troublesome. Okay, I have to get in here. Flip the wind direction. There we go. No, I missed it. There we go. And that's a lacrima fragment. Alright, and then above me, and I can't get to it through here because it's too wide of a gap. I can't wall jump my way out of there. I think I can get there. Wait, is this even the right path? No, it's not. I need to go above. Oh, but to get there. Okay. Actually, wait. No, I can climb from the left. Yeah, no need to do wind puzzles. Let's save what we've got. And go! Yeah, over there, that corpse was unexamined. I love that the Vital Sproutling actually inflicts status effects based on which orb you have equipped. It makes it a very valuable strategic option. Okay, and then our bygul. The bygul was at... let's see... where was the bygul again? It was in the... yeah, over here. This area where we had the big pot of lava and we had to outrun the lava. There was a tiny spot. Let's see. I guess I'll take the safe point up there. That's near the Valkyrie feather. There we go. There was just before this sequence. Right here. I thought that I already came across this, though. I tried looking through the footage. Maybe I skipped over the part where it happened, or maybe it just didn't happen at all, but I don't know why. I feel like... maybe it's just deja vu, but I feel like I did accidentally, while running from the lava, I did accidentally jump through here and spot something and then comment that, oh, we'll just leave it for later, right now we have to outrun the lava, we'll come back for it. But maybe it was a random corpse I was thinking about instead. Anyway, that takes care of everything in the Fire Temple except, of course, the Valkyrie feather, which we are leaving alone because we're probably going to need our current one for the Melian side quest. I mean, I hope we don't. I'm sure I'd be able to do it without, but I'd rather not. That statement did not come out right. I'm too tired today, clearly, because my brain isn't even functioning properly. What I meant to say was, even though I'm sure I could do it without having to rely on the Valkyrie feather at all, it would probably take multiple tries and be very, very time-consuming. So, in the interest of time, if I have to use the Valkyrie feather, I want that to be an option and still be able to get a new one after exhausting that option. So, we shall warp to Hafin and take on Melian's side quest. Okay, let's start as Wind.
You're back! Thank the gods you're alright. I never would have forgiven myself if something happened to you. I suppose I should stop being so surprised at your achievements.
I know we've read all this before, but why not?
Me? It's nothing. Don't worry, Jivan says that I'll recover. So, you saved this world without anyone even realizing what was about to happen. It's simply incredible that you were able to kill that beast, but something tells me that if anyone could have, it'd be you. How are you handling the wind orb? Looks like you've got a better grasp of it than me. That's not exactly unexpected, though. You've been using those orbs for quite a while now.
I guess it's appropriate that we're in wind orb mode right now when he asks us this question. I don't know if that was the case the last time we did this.
No, you don't need to give it back to me. I think from now on, I'll look for value in myself, though it would be nice to see its tricks in action. Here's a thought. Would you dare go back to that temple? I'm sure you saw that ancient amphitheater. I think if we get their attention enough, some of those monsters will come out and we can practice on them. I think I can sneak out as long as my sister doesn't get wind of it. Facing her would definitely be a challenge. What do you say?
Why not?
Really? Say no more. We'll need to head back before my sister finds out.
Alright. I've got more mana regen and a bunch of elemental resistances. So, hopefully, my mana will last better and I won't be taking as much damage. Also, we haven't heard this battle theme since we fought those scorpions with Adamant. So it's nice to hear this one come back. Oh. Come on, they're faster than me after all this time? The ice slimes are not splitting into smaller ones, unless those already are the small ones. That's one down. And my mana's already back up. Alright, Arachnid Pendant. We already had it, but let's see how many we can collect. Oh yeah, things are looking good. I can spam my reflections and it's... Oh, right, because I'm also picking up mana from the enemy drops. Are they all dropping it? Oh, that's another part of my strategy I forgot to plan for. Weapons! Hold on. The weapon I want to use is the Ionic Nail. Because this one will bounce around all over the place. This one should be good. It's lightning element though, so some enemies might have a resistance to it or even be healed by it. So I do have to be careful about that. But yeah, that is something. Whoops, that is the wrong cycling button. Okay, let me cycle my weapons real quick. Ionic Nail. There it is. Oh. It's not really gonna bounce around much until I can hit something at an angle. No, it's just... Okay, fine. That played out way better in my head. think about my weapons then. Ionic Nail is not working the way I would have hoped. I guess Kobold Hammers are inoffensive enough. Oh yeah, I remember leveling this up because it was interesting enough. Same thing with the Hippicus Crystal. Fire Viper, it wouldn't hurt to have a turret. Just place it and let it do its thing. Dark Axe. Oh. It consumes a lot, but it also covers a wide area. That would not be bad. The Dark Whip can bounce around. Oh, and I can equip from this menu. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Oh, but there's no ceiling here. Man. Hold on, I need to think about this. Ionic Nail is no good because we don't have any angled surfaces that can really get it bouncing around. Let's try out the Hippicus Crystal. Oh yes! Oh yes! I think this is our answer. Those look easy enough. Oh no. I didn't even see those things come up. Alright, Amulet of Greed Plus. We already had that before. Oh, I aimed it wrong. There we go. I don't remember those scarabs firing that quickly. Wait. I don't remember those cutes showing up during this part of the fight. Wrong element. Alright. And that's that problem dealt with. Oops. There we go. I can imagine that will be much harder if you play as regular scout class. Alright. Oh, I don't remember you showing up either. Oh, goodness. Well, the good news is I can take my time and heal up with you. I probably don't want you to bleed, so yeah, let's switch back to neutral. Good thing they have a lot of HP. One more should do the trick. think I paralyzed it at the end there. Goodness, how many of these things do we need to fight? I have to wonder if there's some RNG to this fight. Because some of it is looking exactly the way it did before, but some of it is also quite different. Well, I might just be misremembering is the thing. It was somewhere around here where switching elements was a good idea. Because I remember whatever did me in, it was a matter of me having to swap elements a lot and just not being able to keep track of all the different elemental types that I was up against. Okay, I'm in trouble. Kill one of them off at least. Okay, this will be a good chance to heal up. Not a lot of ammo recovery. I remember more enemies dropping ammo before, but I guess I'm misremembering. Or the other possibility is that there's some RNG to what you fight here. Okay, I think this is new. I think this... No, wait. Let me think about this. No? There you are. And then there's a third one over here somewhere. Yeah, this is definitely different. I'm almost certain of it. I don't remember a fate like this, unless maybe I killed the Pyromancer before those, what are they called, Altera spies showed up. I think I remember you guys showing up at some point. I remember a phase like this. Uh-oh. Thought I fell through before he could swing, but oh well. They take 50 damage when they break out of the ice. They won't even let me fall through! I didn't know you could be knocked out of a drop through the floor. I mean, I would understand if it happened before the drop, but... oh, you guys. Eliminate them quickly. That's the only answer with Grims. Oh my goodness, look at all that damage. They catch you once and it's over. This is not good at all. Oh no. Okay, that's one down. Okay, we're doing better, because by this point I had already used the Valkyrie Feather on the first round of this, when we tried it before. Not being able to see them against this dark background is really something. It wasn't too much of a problem in the sewers, but here there's not that many places to run to. Oh, the Carcinos. Okay, I can kind of see them out there. We'll stick to fire, it looks like. Really? wants everything all at once. Okay, can we finally get to these guys? Finally. Okay. You're about to meet your maker. Completely unknown territory here, but... I don't think I want to touch that. Maybe we won't need the Valkyrie feather after all. Okay, who's next? You guys are weak to electricity. Oh no. Really? They're tightening the space even further. Oh, at least the poison's gone now. Wow, they're specifically designed to stay outside of the range of that attack. How many blinks do they need to send? I think they've used these more than the slimes at this point. Well, we got an electrifying cloak off of one of them for what it's worth. I thought they both died in that last blast. Oh, it's good I can dash out of that animation before it finishes casting. I thought I had to wait for it. Oh no. Okay, you're asking for it. wind. Okay, that's one down. Those weren't too bad. What is that? Well, it's not coming towards me, so good news. At least the Sliz is dead. Okay, what's your weakness? Oh, and now that I've attacked it, it's mad at me. It's weak to sand. Oh no. It missed me. Because I blinded it! Alright! Oh no. Oh, that was all it took, huh? I was about to say that thing must be the final boss. Alright, what did we get? A bunch of money. Was it worth it? Absolutely not. No potions, no Valkyrie feather. It was just a matter of correcting the strategy and not having the pitcher's whistle equipped.
I'm speechless. It's a good thing you're one of our own. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't jealous, but that's just how it is. I'm looking forward to recovering so that I can put what I've learnt from you into practice. I doubt this will be especially useful to you, but I'd like you to keep it.
Special weapon?
Keep it up, friend.
You got Wind Bow. This bow symbolizes the admiration that Melian holds for you. Use it to carry out wind attacks that pierce your rivals, causing an increasing amount of damage as you hit them. Causing an increasing amount of damage as you hit them. So, does it buff my normal damage, or is it more like the more you use it, every next hit is stronger than the previous arrow that hit? That might be worth testing out. How is its ammo consumption? Whoops. Wind bow. It consumes 5, so it's on the lower end. Well, lower isn't the right word. It's medium. I would say low is like 2 or 3. Oh, and there's a 1. The Nomad Dagger consumes a 1, of course. That's why we can use so many of them. Okay, so I would say 1, 2, and 3 is like low cost. 4, 5, and 6 I would say is medium. 7, 8. Do we have any 9s? 7s and 8s are high cost weapons. Yeah, we can play around with this thing. Now I have to farm those enemies the normal way to get their drops. We didn't get anything new, we got drops from old ones that already gave us their drops. Okay, let's see how this thing looks. Let's test it out on an enemy or two. And then we'll reload the save so that we don't have to farm more ammo. I mean, we still have to farm some because we weren't full, but we'll pick that up normally as we explore. So I guess we're leaving that Valkyrie feather alone after all in the Fire Temple, because I don't know what comes next. Okay, show me an enemy. I hear slimes. Slimes are probably not the best test subjects. I want something with more HP. Actually, if I want something with more HP, why am I going here? Everything's gonna die instantly. Well, maybe. Whoops. I didn't mean to do that. Pressed the wrong button. I don't know how. They're really far apart from each other. You're dodgy. Bow versus bow. Let's go. No, it does 4. And then that does 16. Does my normal attack do 16 against those guys? I'll try it on one that I don't hit with the bow first. If I can find one of them. I guess I'd have to go down to the bottom to find one. Let's see, lower area. There. Down here. Let's see how much damage you normally take. Rude. Oh, that was a crit. Yeah, they normally take 16. Okay, so the description is a lie? I guess it might be. Okay. Exit. And restart. And yeah, our completion percentage increased there. So we're making some progress. That was, I think that was less than 1%. Everything we've done so far. A whole hour. And that's 1% progress. I mean, I guess it makes sense. We're on part 26 now. We've been doing this for 26 streams. Let's see, I guess we'll just pursue the new quest. We'll just continue with the main quest now. And let's unequip this thing. I think I'd rather do it in this menu now that I know I can. Yeah, Nomad Dagger is right there. I don't have to waste time cycling. Does it change the order of the... It doesn't seem like it. I don't remember if I saved or not, but yeah. Let's talk to Brigard. I don't know if my voice can handle him right now, but here goes nothing.
Soldier, you're here. You had me worried. Surfiel has informed me that the situation was critical. What's more, that soldier Melian has returned and is in a very bad way. As much as it bothers me, I could do nothing more than wait for you to return safe and sound, and somehow you always do.
Oh, it's already hurting my throat. I know I had a way of doing it that doesn't hurt my throat like this.
You mean to say he revealed the location of the Guardian to you? Do you think the information is trustworthy this time? I see. Say no more. If there's anything I've learned from your reports, it's that you're an intuitive soldier. Our departure from this city nears. The search for the Guardian begins tomorrow. Try to use what's left of the day to rest. Tomorrow we march for Hell Swamp. That's everything for now. You may leave, soldier. Well done.
So yeah, we already did all of Hell Swamp. Oh boy, is it going to be another parasite attack?
Hey, soldier. Can't sleep either? I can't sleep a wink, but for a pretty different reason to yours. A little birdie told me that you've found out where the Guardian is, and you're planning to go and find him so that you can go back to your world. I hope you can. After everything you've done, you deserve it. Oh, no, I don't claim to know where he is. One day, I'll look for him too. I know that my time's past, but I feel like that I have to do it to see what's out there for me. It makes me sad to think you're all leaving tomorrow. It's been fun to have guests like you guys, and I've learned a ton of things besides magic for a change. That reminds me, I have a reward for you to thank you for that sword you got me.
Okay, so this cutscene is different if you don't do the quest by this point. You got Edel's necklace, a necklace that has been with Edel since she first came to Terragaia. There is a petal embedded within the crystal.
You know, I think it's the first time I've seen you rest since you arrived. Anyway, I think it's time I try to get some sleep. Don't stay up all night. You'll want to be in good shape for tomorrow. I'll leave you with your thoughts. Good luck, whatever happens. Bagon. That's the Guardian's name.
There was mention of Bagon before. I think it was the conversation that what's her name? That Leandris had with... Why am I blanking on his name now? Ratatosk. I think they mentioned that name when they were talking before. And I think I remember some other game that was Norse mythology based somewhat that had that as the name of a dragon.
Jivon told me it once. Sleep well.
And I mean, we did just see a dragon, so, yeah. Our save points are dragon swords. So it was inevitable that we would come across dragons at some point, and yeah, here it is. Okay. Let's see what that amulet can do for us. Edel's necklace. Contact with water slowly restores your health. We've seen that effect before. Healing just boosts healing effects like potions and I guess health pickups. Elementalist, 30% chance to heal 100% of blocked elemental damage if active orb is of the same element. Ooh, that could be good. That could be good. So we would not only have reduced damage, but be able to absorb damage. Yeah, I can see this having some utility. Attack +2, stamina +9, MP +15. Compared to the alchemical seal, I think the alchemical seal is a little bit better stat-wise, but yeah, one more attack, which isn't that big of a deal, and then 10 more MP from the alchemical seal, which I think I'm going to keep equipped. We have more than enough money, and I now have a new method of healing, so I don't think I'm going to need the magnet for money and health pickups anymore. How am I doing on my minerals? I know I don't have enough for the final upgrade, so there's going to be a lot more to come.
I heard you're heading off soon. I'm actually going to miss you. Forging a ton of weapons for an entire army is something you don't get to do every day.
So I'm at 10 and 10, exactly half. And with all the asteroid I have, I might as well level up everything else. Well, maybe not everything else. Let me pick some of the things that I'm liking. Which I think I already did, but let me see. I've gotten some new weapons lately. Did I like any of them?
If you see the Guardian, remind him that if he's thinking about coming by Hafin, we'll be ready.
I haven't used bombs as weapons at all. Remote control bombs could have their uses depending on the situation, but I haven't seen a use case for them yet. Pig bombs, I don't use them as weapons. Acolyte fire, not particularly interested. I don't even know if I've tried Heart of Ice. Flaming Scepter? Not really. Garnerok Chakram? No. I think I'm actually good. Oh, the Dark Razor has some utility. I like the way it kind of climbs walls and stuff. Yeah, we might use that, which probably means never. The way, I think his name is Krath up there, the way Krath is holding those cables, if you squint a little, it looks like he's milking a cow. And this guy was named Gartua, right? Yeah. Okay, I remember their names, even though I don't talk to them very much. And we never did come across Galeth a second time. I'm sure we'll encounter him soon enough, though. What does the main quest say I need to do? I don't want to accidentally start it by going into the tent. Time to use the Petra Cube that Ratatos gave you. Head east and cross to the other side of Hell Swamp where you'll find the place to use it. Okay. So if I go in here, is there a new bounty? Yes, there is. And I can guess exactly where this thing might be. Summoner Soul. A reward is offered for killing the monster known as the Summoner Soul for having put us in grave danger by willingly increasing the number of monsters in the area. It was last seen entering the sealed door in the Forest of Fear. In other words, it's in the Fire Temple. And it gives us the Amulet of Death. Better be really good. So yeah, it's gonna summon a bunch of enemies based on that description.
The sealed door of the Forest of Fear. This assignment must be an old one. I heard the brother of Captain Surfiel say that you'd managed to get into that place.
The lad idolizes you more than he does General Brigard.
So, you going for the reward? With a name like that, sounds like it could be one of the more dangerous ones.
A monster that summons monsters. I don't even want to imagine it. Although it looks like you only get paid for the main one. Shame.
I don't think he cares. Something tells me that our friend here isn't as greedy as you.
Yeah, 5750. We just earned, like, what was it? 350k or something like that from the Million side quest, or was it 35k? Whatever it was way, way, way more than we'll ever be able to use. Why do I even say anything? But yeah, I guess the game was designed around you using money to replenish your weapon ammo a lot, which I don't know about that. I feel like it would have been better to just have most enemies have a normal, reasonable chance of dropping weapon ammo along with HP, and maybe fewer coins to compensate so that you'd get just enough for the upgrades you need, and maybe purchasing potions if you run out of them. That hasn't been a problem for me, but I can see it being a problem for others. But yeah, I haven't really needed money for much of anything besides the upgrades, and the cost of the upgrades did not escalate as I expected. Okay, I assume that this guy is somewhere on this left end. There was a room that looked like a battle room, and there was absolutely nothing in it. And I commented at the time that it's probably gonna be the location of a bounty. Let's see, where is that room? Oh wow, I went to the wrong save. I need to go to this one. Yeah, that's the one. I don't remember if there were any fights along the way. Maybe some of those lizard warrior things, whatever they were called. Oh. And my bestiary has been updated because I met that dragon creature. Still nothing from these guys. And we'll never get the Vimana gear wheel from the Altera spies. They should have just made them never drop it in the first place. We don't even encounter them that much. Oh, Ionic Wyvern. Are there other types of wyverns? Wyverns are medium-sized dragons that, after hatching from their eggs, develop the ability to control a random element. Despite their appearance and ability to fly, wyverns are not particularly violent creatures. However, they are highly territorial and will become enraged if their season-long slumbers are interrupted. And yeah, that's kind of what we observed. It kind of stayed put and left us alone until we attacked it once. Okay, so I guess we're gonna have wyverns of other elements. And yeah, wyvern. So, I called it a dragon, but apparently the distinction between wyverns and dragons is that dragons have arms separate from their wings, while wyverns, their arms and wings are all part of like the same body part, if that makes any sense. I shouldn't even say hands. Dragons have, I guess you'd call them front legs. Well, I guess they could also be hands depending on your interpretation of a dragon, but anyway. I think that was all the new stuff. Yep. It was just that. Oh yeah. Oh, and I forgot to look for the name of that red lizard thing. I've forgotten what it's called. Salamander, that's what it was called. I remembered on my own. Yeah, this room. This has to be the place. Yep.
I know why here. Was surprise? It's okay if don't want play this time. Soul is ready.
Oh, wind was the right choice. I guess I can't see its HP this way. Really? No. That quickly. I wasn't even paying attention to my health. I know I started at full health. Oh. Alright. Good checkpoint. I can't get anything out of it. Oh no! They know! Oh no. Confusion, my controls are reversed. This is not working. Oh! Wait. Oh, I see. So, wow, what a screenshot. What a screenshot. So yeah, that rat teleported in at the last minute and blocked it. Unfortunate. What's blocking my path? More electrifying cloaks. They're handing them out like candy today. Wow. No. We didn't lose anything important. Yeah, so the tree at the very least keeps it in the white or neutral element, so that's good. Man, those attacks are perfectly timed to just hit you at the... no matter what angle you're at. lucky. Oh, that wasn't too bad. Alright, only took 3 tries. And that's the Summoner Soul, and of course the comment that they're going to give me is going to be for the one that we fought before it, because of course. Some other weird bug due to completing 2 of these bounty quests at the same time. Alright, fast travel back to Hafin. Now let's see what this death amulet is all about.
I knew you'd be back in one piece. I hope it wasn't too traumatic going back to that lair.
Congratulations! You've embarked on the path of a bloodthirsty warrior! Alright, a most terrible amulet that twists and winds around a jewel harboring countless curses within.
Whoa, would you look at that?
Keep your hair on, what's happened?
The board. There's no more assignments.
You mean he's gotten rid of all the monsters?
All the ones that came with a reward attached, indeed. My coffers are empty.
Good news! This world suddenly seems a little safer. Thank you, friend. Makes you feel like crying.
Who needs to keep their hair on now? Anyone would say you're having a harder time than he is.
You might be right there.
Well, we're not talking about you, Mackerel. General Briggard said that he had a special prize for the person who could rid us of more monsters, and that's you.
More money?
No idea. Give him the good news and find out. You've earned it.
Okay, so my prediction was incorrect. Only 9. And they did not comment on... Wait a minute. They didn't comment on the summoner at all. Did they? They didn't comment on the summoner, nor did they comment on Project Point 5, which is what I thought they would comment on because of the weird bug that seems to be happening with me. But in any case, it's 9, not 10. There's room for a 10th bounty over there, but I guess we didn't necessarily have to fill the board.
So it's true, you've completed the bounty board. It makes me proud that you've been willing to pay back Hafin's favor to us. You have settled our debt with this city, so I shall honor my promise.
Oh, God. Yeah, my throat doesn't like this. Maybe some water will help. Let's try that. The thing is, I've been drinking water all day today.
Soldier of Zarga, as General of the Kingdom's army, it is my honor to present you with the shimmering blade of Zarga. I know you'll put it to good use.
Briggard's weapon? This sword is always wielded by Zarga's highest protector. I guess that's us now. Oh yeah, it's high consumption. We can only use it 7 times. Does it do like the wave attack things that he was doing in his boss fight? Oh. Okay. And it can be used in midair. That's gonna be hard to target. But you can cast multiples of them at the same time. Interesting. Well, let's reload so that we can recover all of our weapon ammo. I imagine weapons will get more usage when I do the scout playthrough. Back to trusty old daggers. Okay, so we're supposed to proceed through the Hell Swamp and then go to where the Guardian is, but we can skip all that. I don't think I will, though, just because there might be some cutscenes, and I don't know if I might break the game by skipping those, actually. And also we need to talk to everybody, because with quest updates come dialogue updates.
It's time that Guardian met Zarga's determination. This has to be it this time, and he better get us home, or else. In fact, he's gonna spend a good while not being able to receive any more guests. I'll personally make sure of it. You're one of a kind, soldier. Did you think about what I said about coming over to my regiment? Ha ha ha. Alright, you think about it and let me know.
Oh, and do we have the last bygul? I don't think we do. That means there's another map to explore. Let me check real quick. Where would they be? Key items, maybe? We've got 20 of them. Oh! Actually, we did find the last one. You've managed to find the last 20 Radiant Bygul. Okay. Well, I was going to talk to her anyway. Nothing new from her.
Could you come by when you're about to leave? Stock up well if you're heading on a trip you're not coming back from, friend.
Is this a point of no return? I guess will we not be able to warp back to Hafin? Okay, I guess it's time to purchase the sea green fruit. Just to say we have it. I think we already have that. Basic Firestone. Do we have a basic Firestone? I don't know if we do. And the spiny shell. The thing is, I haven't even gotten all the drops from the new enemies, so for all I know, these might be things that drop from them. We already have the soul rings, that's for sure. Some of this, yeah, we definitely have, like an amulet of greed or plus, we've got those. We probably have too many of those. Okay, let's go with the sea green fruit for now. What's the maximum we can buy? 5? I mean, am I really gonna use them? No, I'll just buy one for the sake of owning one. And yeah, that'll be it. Okay, and does a tutorial come out?
Good luck. Come back whenever you want.
Okay, so there's that. Is there something new in the tutorial menu for it? Yep. I think the reason it didn't pop up is because we bought it and it would have popped up if we found it in a chest. There it is. The juice from this fruit will heal you to 70% health. Legendary fruit just recovers everything. Okay, what's new in the bestiary? Oh, right, we just took down the summoner soul. This mysterious being roams Terragaia with no apparent purpose, often more curious than combative. It doesn't usually... What? That sentence doesn't even make sense. It doesn't usually what? It doesn't usually attack, I would say, and it is seldom dangerous. However, its actions are bringing more and more monsters to the area surrounding Hafin City, turning the creature into an imminent threat. Okay, there we go. And then Sinka.
Looks like we're finally moving, eh? Does this really seem that bad to you? Maybe staying here wouldn't be such a bad idea. At least the air's cleaner than Zarga's. Maybe we came for a reason. Or it's just some sort of afterlife admin error. Whatever it is, it's always the ones at the bottom who end up paying for it.
And we already heard her comment. Do you have anything new to say?
Thank you for helping us. When we arrived here, we launched several survey drones to help us inspect the area. Please feel free to make use of any you come across. They are programmed with a few basic functions, so if you activate them, they might be useful for your endeavors.
Survey drones. Those are the red things I've been activating with electricity this whole time. We finally get a name for them. Survey drones. Thank you.
Strength.
Alright, Uter, what do you have?
I knew it. I knew there had to be something on the other side of that swamp. Okay, I'll contain my excitement, but I have a hunch about the information you received. It just has to be true.
Yeah, I guess he was heading there after the floating module before we got interrupted by Sangricor. Right? Well, he said there was something suspicious to the east. I don't remember what exactly.
I see this captain's intuition's as sharp as ever. And you had your part to play too, of course. Let's not make the Guardian wait any longer.
Do you have anything new to say? Nope. What about you? Okay.
They're so cute that they're starting to distract me. It looks like you've collected the amount I need. Alright, time for the last formula. Be good and drink this. Do try not to smell it. You can't imagine how many byguls I've had to crush to make this potion.
Crush?
I'm joking, soldier. The process is painless. Relax, it'll go down easier. So, according to the instructions, if you haven't fainted, that means it worked.
I mean, I already knew she wasn't serious about crushing the byguls because we can see them floating around in here.
From now on, you'll notice an even bigger increase in the effects of the potions you consume. To be honest, I'm delighted to have had an excuse to try out all these formulas. You've been an excellent guinea pig. Now that we've tested the benefits of bygul essence on you, it's time to apply them to the rest of our army. Thank you for your contribution to magic.
Wouldn't be a real mage otherwise. But something tells me she's gonna put everybody else through this too. Whether you play as a mage or a scout or an archer.
We've been through a lot, but it looks like everyone trusts the information you found on your last adventure. Once Brigard gives the order, we'll leave for the Guardian. I wonder if he's as powerful as the legend suggests. What, excited? You bet I am. I can't wait to see what he looks like. I hope I'm allowed to take a few things from there. I hope I'm allowed to take a few things from here. There are still books I'd like to read.
I would get more used to her just kidding routine if my interactions with her weren't so spaced out. And maybe that's partly my fault because of the way I play. I imagine other people will have a different experience if they just kind of charge ahead through the main quest and don't do a lot of exploration in between and just save it all for the end, or maybe not even do it at all.
This is even more suspicious. The monster, Ratatosk, he told you where to find the Guardian? He went from wanting to destroy this world to revealing the location of what everyone is supposed to look for after they arrive here. I'd love to put two and two together, but it just doesn't add up. Perhaps it's best not to think about it too much and just head straight to where he told you. Travel safe, soldiers. I've decided to focus on my lessons. Maybe that way Jivan will start to trust me more. Go on then, don't waste time talking to me and find that Guardian.
You got anything for us?
I see you are ready to leave. I must say, I have never seen a fallen army organize itself so well in order to achieve an objective proposed by the Valkyries. Either way, it is best you do not forget everything that has happened to you. What you have experienced here has been anything but normal. I hope you can continue on your path without those sort of setbacks. It's been a pleasure to have hosted you within Hafin's walls, human army of Zarga. I hope you find what you seek.
And we never got to meet Lady Sabunier. Never ever. Okay, and I think that's all the critical characters spoken to, so let's march on to the Hell Swamp. There might be a cutscene waiting for us over there. And I think that'll be about it. I think I'm gonna fast travel to... Well, first off, where's the... Hold on. Let me view it from here first. Where is the objective? Is it at the beginning? Nope. Okay, so it's just entering the swamp at all. So yeah, what I'm gonna do is work to Tempest Plains East. And yeah, go here. Was this upper path we had to take? Oh, that's not where I want to go. Okay, it took a minute for the poison to actually start damaging me. That's good. Not that it actually got to start damaging me, but you know what I mean. Okay, so we venture through here, and I guess I'll just go this way. The path is already cleared, and Cross Hell Swamp is all it said. Their aim is too good. There we go. I can just go straight through, right? Yep. I knew what you were gonna try. Expecting some sort of crisis to unfold before we actually cross through to where the big, what was it? I think it was like a sword that was buried in the ground. That one was personal. Oh, great. It's amazing how quickly they die when you simply switch to neutral. No blood ring plus plus. What about you? Nope. Oh, Grand Chew. Right, there's one up there somewhere. Of course it can fly through walls. quick and easy kills when you're in neutral. It's as if it's saying that humans somehow are specifically the worst possible enemy for this parasite plague. For whatever reason. Oh, wait. My health is full. I don't need to break these at all. That one was also personal. Okay, and that's level 48. We're 2 levels away from what I assume is max. Might as well get this now. Sure, what does the demo show? That's the end. Oh! Wait a minute. That's right, we ran into him and he told us that he already sold us all his maps.
You know this continent as much as I do now. There's nothing else I can help you with. If you thought I was going to spend the rest of my days in the city, you are quite wrong. I'm thinking about traveling to other lands with my caravan. If you ever pass by, I'll have a good pile of maps for you, yes?
Yeah, I think this was a previous encounter. I think I remember running into him in an unexpected place before. But it's been several episodes ago. Okay, so we really could have just warped over to here. Well, now I know that for the next playthrough. Oh, and there he is. What kind of voice did I give you way back then?
You were with Brigard on the day we met in the desert, weren't you? Soldiers of Zarga, I've always detested the way you act. Your little speeches about justice and peace. You think you're all above everyone else, without realizing that you're nothing more than pawns following orders, just like any other soldier. Even here, you still go by what you think is fair, without asking yourselves if maybe you deserve to end up this way. I, however, will always go by what I want to do. You're no better than me. I was hoping to find Brigard, but I suppose a trusted soldier of his will do while he's on his way. It's nothing personal, soldier.
And I think they're resistant to everything except neutral? Or no resistances. Oh, wait, he does have fire resistance. No water resistance. What about sand? He's resistant to sand. he's still probably nothing, because he doesn't have magic like I do. I don't remember using a dagger. Oh, wow. He hits hard. Thanks for giving me the opportunity to heal up. Oh no. Okay, I can deflect those. I saw that. He was glowing blue. I wasn't paying attention to him because I was focused on his men. Oh, wait. He's not getting hit by it. Why is it not affecting him now? Did I try electricity on you? Oh. I was gonna try and go for the deflect. Well, that's okay. Oh. And another visual bug. He's no longer got me grabbed, and yet the little tooltip is still there. I bet that's gonna stay on me even after the battle's over. I'm sure it can be fixed with a save and reset. Oh, the status is still there under my mana bar too. That hasn't disappeared either. So maybe it's not a bug? I don't even know what that status symbol is. Hold on. Let's see, the one that's shaped... Immobilized. An enemy attack will incapacitate you, preventing you from moving. Press any button repeatedly to break free. Okay, yeah. Then it is a bug. Because I am not immobilized. But yeah, he's not really that much of a challenge. It's over. First try. I like how this battle highlights just how severe of an advantage we have over him, because we've got all these elemental powers and he's just using his base skills from the human world.
Yeah. How is this possible? How do you have so much power? Have you really exploited this world that much? If you're not going to finish me, go. I don't need your pity. Get out of here. I don't need your compassion. Go away.
Well, okay then. Insert cube. Okay, so I guess we're getting beamed up somewhere. Let's see where to. Dragon Castle. Okay. And there's only one map piece, so once we get it, we have it all. Pass through Dragon Castle to continue on your path. But we can go back to Hafin if we want to. It's not actually a point of no return. What is that? I saw that flicker. Is that a collapsing bridge? Something that was destroyed in the past, but they're just using some sort of projection magic / technology to I guess make it whole again. Okay, and yeah, these dragons have hands because they're standing up with their arms folded. So yeah, these guys have hands and not front feet, not front legs. Okay. Let's see, is there a save point waiting for us somewhere here? Can I put out these candles maybe? Oh, yes I can. Oh, and there's another type of wyvern. What type are you? Oh, you're wind. Okay, wind is weak to fire, I believe. Yep. That was very close. I'm very nearly dead. There better be a save point here somewhere. There usually is one at the beginning of a new map. Oh, blocked. I thought that was part of the background. Wait, I can reignite these, yeah. Okay, what if I reignite them and then wind doesn't do anything? Yeah. can do is put them out. For what it's worth. Any hidden rooms? I see something in there. Oh, I see something there. Yeah, you don't just have random flames flickering through walls like that. And then we've got humanoid knights, or maybe they actually are human. And there's our dragon sword. Alright, I don't remember wasting a dagger anywhere. I probably pressed a button unintentionally at some point. But yeah, I think this is where we will have to call it a day, so next time I guess we explore this dragon castle and figure out the story behind this place. I see depictions of what I assume to be humans and dragons, and those dragons seem to be, I mean, they can stand on their hind legs and they have arms, and they held them in that folded arm position. That tells me that maybe these are dragons that can talk and are an intelligent species, and maybe I would liken them to the Chroma. Think of them kind of as being like the Chroma, but even more advanced than them. That's kind of what I'm picturing from all that I'm seeing right now, but who knows? We'll find out more once we actually encounter whatever lives here and figure out what's going on. But chances are we might actually be able to have a conversation and not just have to fight this guardian. We might be able to avoid the violence. Maybe it'll be depicted more as a test of skill if we end up battling them. But yeah, I think that will be it for today. So, let me think. For Sunday, will I be able to stream Terraria? I don't know. I don't want to write it off just yet, but probably I'm gonna be working on things for my students. I've already got some students who need some extra help, and not just help needing me directly, but also some extra resources too, and I'm gonna be working on putting stuff together. I don't know if I'll finish that before Sunday. If I don't, then probably we won't be doing a Terraria stream this Sunday, maybe next one. But yeah, we will see what happens there. But I would not count on it for this weekend. I'd give it maybe like a 40% chance of happening. So, not good odds. Anyway, that'll be it for today. Take care, and I will see you next time with Souldiers, where we figure out what's going on in this castle. So yeah, have a good one. Take care.